Hey, how you doing? I'm Dylan. I'm with Puronics, and I'm going to show you what we have to offer when it comes to a full home filtration system, and invite you to get a demonstration on your own water and see how this can benefit you and your household. So first thing we're going to do is fill up the normal tap water of the house into this bowl, and then I'm going to go ahead and hook up my little portable system here. This is a miniaturized version of what we would be installing in the entire house. And what this is going to do is purify and treat all of the water that comes from the municipal water treatment plant before it gets into your house. It's even going to provide you drinking water here at home, so you don't have to buy bottled water anymore. So let's go ahead and start with the first test, which is the hardness test. And we're just going to find out if we have hard water here. Now, first thing I'm going to do is fill up some tap water in this test tube. We're going to put it to 1 GPG. Now I'm going to do the same thing with treated water. So here we have untreated and treated. So the first thing we're going to do is add 7 drops of this indicator solution into each of these waters. Now, the solution is blue. Looks like a blue dye almost. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What would you expect a blue dye to do in clean, clear water? Stay blue. Now what this solution is built to do is have a reaction and turn bright pink if the water is hard, meaning there's a lot of stuff or dissolved solids floating around in the water. So we're going to do the same thing and count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So obviously this is showing that it's hard water, but how hard? This next solution is going to show how hard the water is. However many drops it takes to turn this bright pink solution back to blue is how hard the water is in grains per gallon. That's how it's measured. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like 5 grains per gallon. That would be considered medium hardness. The next test I'm going to perform is a precipitation test. And this is what's going to show you what's actually floating around in that water. So let me go ahead and get that. We're going to do the same thing and fill this up with raw, untreated water straight from the tap. And treated water. The same water straight out of this bowl, just going through our portable unit. So now we're going to take 10 drops of each of these solutions and put them in each of these. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you can see, they don't look all too different. Now this test takes about 5 minutes to settle out, but usually when the water is pretty bad, you're already going to start to see a stark difference. Now what we're going to do is just dissolve this, shake it up. So you could already begin to see that there's a difference coming between these two waters. One is starting to look cloudy, the other one is still looking clear. And I always tell this to people, which kind of water would you rather have in your home? And this is going to progressively show more sediment buildup at the bottom, which we'll go ahead and return back to. So while this is settling out, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about our company. Puronics has been around for about 75 years. They are the top choice for scientists and engineers for water purification and treatment. They're chosen by NASA. They're also chosen by Hilton hotel chain and Marriott hotel chain. You may have taken a shower at Hilton and Marriott and felt that it was very nice. That's because they use these systems in their hotels. Pebble Beach Country Club, any golfers out there, they also use Puronics for their water filtration. Do you know where we get most of our water? It comes from the Colorado River. That's where the source is that all these municipal plants are actually treating their water and sending it to your homes. What most people don't know is that all of our wastewater from factory runoffs and sewage actually goes to the same place, the Colorado River. Now, it doesn't really sound good that our wastewater is going to the same place we're getting all of our tap water for our homes. This is why they treat the water with chlorine and other substances, and why it comes in with a lot of stuff. This is where we come into play. We turn their dirty water into clean water. We'll explain to you some of the benefits that could be had from that. The next test I'm gonna run for you is called the soap flask test. So we're gonna do the same thing, get raw, untreated water. We're gonna fill it up to about 100 milliliters. And do the same thing with treated water. So for this next test, what I'm gonna do is add liquid soap, 3 drops each, to these flasks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Usually, we can already start to see a difference between treated and untreated water if we just start to swirl it. So you see how this one is becoming cloudy? Soap is reacting to dissolved solids in the water. And the interesting thing is the soap can't do its job as well. So what I'm gonna do is give these a quick shake. I'm just gonna get my stoppers. And you can already see a difference. Which one looks like you would rather bathe in? This one looks like a clean tub of water, and this one looks like you just climbed out of it. Not sure if you ever pulled your kids out of the tub and said, my God, you were really dirty. They probably weren't that dirty. It's just you're bathing them in dirty water. Now, an interesting thing about this test is to display how much more cleaning products and how highly concentrated your detergents have to be to fight against hard water. So we're gonna add 100% more soap to this and try to get it to sud up like it does with the clean water. So 1, 2, 3. As you can see, the suds quickly dissipated into the water, and it still looks quite the same. So what I'm gonna do is add 100% more. 1, 2, 3. So now we're getting some soap suds. So you have to use triple the amount of soap to do what clean water will do. And this is with 5 grains per gallon hardness. If your hardness is higher, it's actually gonna take more soap to get a reaction. Something you may not realize is all of this stuff that's in your water is what's getting caught on your shower doors, your bathroom tiles, even your razor blades. Now, people don't realize this, but your appliances, if you're using a coffee maker, running this tap water through it, this is probably why they tell you to run vinegar through a drip coffee maker, because it's building up and accumulating on all of the minerals in the hard water. Your razor blades, as I mentioned before, may build up a white gunk that you believe is dead skin. It's probably in reality only about 10% dead skin, and the rest is this stuff. So not only do your razor blades go twice as long and last twice as long, but your appliances will last twice as long. Your water heater, which is filling with sediment as we speak, will last about twice as long. For this next test, I'm gonna take these 2 identical glasses, wash one of them in treated water, and rinse one of them in untreated water, and show you the difference.
Action.
So we're just gonna use this bar of soap here. and take a look. Water will just sheen right off of all silverware, glasses, plates, all dishes, as compared to your hard water. Let's just rinse this one. Your hard water will bead up because of the things that are in the water besides just the water. The water tends to bead up on the surface and coalesce, and that's where all the spots on your dishes come from. That's the hard water spots on your shower doors. Squeegees, you don't need them anymore. Your car, if you're washing it, no more hard water spots. Your silverware having spots on it, gone. All of your glasses and dishes are gonna look like fine china. As I discussed before, your plumbing, appliances, dishes, razor blades, your shower doors, your car, everything is gonna be devoid of those water spots that come with having hard water. One thing I didn't mention is that if you're washing your clothes and you're using fabric softener, what is the point of fabric softener? To soften your fabric. Why do you need to soften your fabric? Well, because all of this is getting trapped in there. When you wash your clothes and that washing machine is bringing this dirty, hard water into your machine, what it's doing is it's soaking it in this stuff, and then you're drying it, and that's why you need a fabric softener, because it gets a little bit, tough and crusted with this. That's another product you won't need after getting a water softener and treatment system. Fabric softener, gone. We don't use dryer sheets, gone. Bleach is another one. Bleach, what it does is it's great for taking out stains on whites, but those that are using bleach on every load of whites to keep their whites bright, the reason you need that is because all of this is getting trapped in your whites and turning them gray. With soft water, you don't need bleach anymore for your whites. A lot of the fringe benefits of this machine go beyond just the materialistic things, and it's good for our bodies, right? When you bathe, most of this is getting caught on your skin, and that gives you that real dry, gritty feeling like you absolutely need lotion. So lotions, a lot of them you don't need anymore. Your skin will feel very soft. You don't have that same dry feeling. Even hair conditioner, we've had reports of people just not even needing to use hair conditioner anymore because the conditioner is meant to fight the hard water. All of this stuff that you're putting in your hair every time you shampoo it stays in there, and you're rinsing it out with the same dirty water. So that's why you need hair conditioner. It's like fabric softener for your hair, right? All of these products are built to combat hard water. With soft water, you simply just don't need them anymore. If you're using hard water to make your coffee or even to boil your noodles and pasta, what you're doing is essentially distilling this and putting it into either your drinks or your food. And this has a couple of unintended consequences. Mainly the chlorine in the water is really terrible for our gut health. If you guys are following any of the health communities nowadays, they talk about the significance of gut bacteria. What the chlorine does, its purpose, why the municipal plants put it in there, is to kill bad bacteria. So what happens when we're consuming that stuff? Well, it's also killing the bacteria in our gut, all of the good bacteria. So it just helps with digestion, and it helps, as I mentioned before, your skin feel real smooth. You don't need lotion anymore. You won't need hair conditioner. There's an amazing list of fringe benefits, which if you book a demonstration, one of our representatives will be happy to actually list out completely for you. Now, the piping in your house is something that might be very expensive to change out in the future. A lot of this sediment can be very corrosive and clog up your pipes. Some of the expenses of homeownership can be astronomical when you're talking about old homes. This will actually prevent that caking of sediment building up in all of your pipes, preventing expensive plumbing repairs in the future. So the system we provide comes with a limited lifetime warranty of 25 years. There's no filters to change on the large unit. What you would do is replace salt in it. Now this softener salt can be purchased at any Home Depot for roughly $8 a bag, but it's a self-contained, self-cleaning system, and it's good for about 25 years or 2.5 million gallons. Most of the time, when I show this to clients, they want to put it in right away, but their one contention is, what is the price and how much does it cost? Now, what if I can show you a way to put this system in your house, get you clean water for the entire house, and get you another perk that I haven't even mentioned yet, and not have you spend any more money than you're already spending? 90% of our clients fit within this program.